So, hello everyone here to the ESOC TV. This is the ESOC Autumn Championship 2018 round of 8 Mitoe vs Hazza54321. I'm QueenOfdestiny and my co-caster is Kaiserklein. Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine, and hello everyone. Sorry for the delay. We're starting a bit late because of the players, but now we're here and ready to go. Apparently, Mitoe is taking this matchup, which is interesting because well, Aztecs is one of the hardest counter to Japan. At least that's what people say. So it's gonna be tough for Mitoe there, maybe, or maybe he has a plan. I don't know.
I expect him that he have a plan, that he's prepared versus Haztec.
I don't think he expected this matchup. I don't know. Maybe he's just confident in this matchup overall. Anyway, so yeah, that's a round of 8. A really interesting match now. Hazza being traditionally a team player against Mitoe, a very 1v1 focus player.
Yeah.
And Mitoe being, of course, a very top 1v1 player. What's wrong?
I have no idea, he's just typing randomly 2 dots.
Okay.
So I guess if we say nothing else, we can just go and introduce the players. Maybe it's a strategy from Hazza to type 2 dots to just confuse Mitoe. Who knows?
Not sure. Anyway, do you want to introduce the players?
Yeah, I can do that. We have here Hazza54321 in the color red and playing as Aztec, versus Mitoe in the color teal and he's playing Japanese. What do you expect from both players in this matchup?
Well, probably gonna be the really standard stuff for Aztec, where you just rush. You don't really all in usually because Japan has ways to defend an all in. You kind of just rush, pressure a bit with the 10 maces, the base, and meanwhile with your pikes you just burn down the shrines, possibly getting the fire pit big button, which gives you more experience from killing stuff and destroying stuff next to your explorer, which means that destroying a shrine would give you I believe 75 XP or something. Oh no, wait, 150 XP actually, I think. I'm not sure, but a ton of XP for sure. So yeah, I expect that's what Aztec gonna do, and then Japan kind of needs to adapt because they're much slower than Aztec, so they really need to adapt to what Aztec is doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think nothing else you can do as Japanese versus an Aztec rush.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to rush yourself and cheese with this consolate stuff, but overall it shouldn't work, I think, against Aztecs, since, yeah, it's basically the fastest sieve against the slowest sieve. So Japan really needs to just, like, not die and defend and then adapt. But it's not like Japan can decide of the rhythm of the game. It's really adaptation. So we will see how it goes.
Yeah, that's true. Let's
Uh,
have a quick look. Both players picking up some treasures. Oh, Hazza picked up 90 wood and 75 food. That's really good. And
yeah.
Mitoe also 80 food.
Might also got food, but he doesn't have 90 wood, which is quite big. He decided to skip the consulate and go for 300 wood first. So he just built a shrine and shipped this 300 wood to probably build more shrines. And yeah, it's interesting. So that's quite fast. It's definitely faster than the classic consulate stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, you want to be fast, right, with Aztec?
Yeah, it's probably not worth making a ton of shrines when they're just gonna get sieged down and give so much XP to Aztec. So Mitoe goes for a little bit of a different approach there. And I think that's interesting. We will see how it goes. Hazza aged up really early, even earlier than usual Aztec time. So yeah, Mitoe did click up since quite a long time. He's already halfway up, so So yeah, Hazza aged up a villager early.
Yeah, and is already dropping here a war hut to prepare for a rush.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Mitoe here building the shrines in the outer ring of this map.
Yeah. Not sure about that shrine here, but
Yeah,
this shrine is interesting.
this shrine is history pretty soon, I can tell you. When the first
Yeah.
pikes are popping.
So yeah, we're gonna see if Hazza goes really aggressive or just like classic small pressure. It's gonna be interesting.
Hazza is building a TP here next to this shrine. It's not so standard to build an TP as Aztecs so early.
He's actually dropping a second TP,
Oh,
so
wow.
he plans on some kind of stagecoach build probably, which is definitely something you can do against Japan. It's not exactly standard, but it's not super surprising either. Like you can definitely build TPs as Aztec against Japan. He might even send 600 wood next to have a solid TP boom.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about that. We need to check. Maybe it's just 10 maces coming now. No, it's not 10 maces. He got only 26 pop. So he's not shipping units right now, I think. Yeah, it's 600 wood for the third TP and the stagecoach, I guess.
So he's going pretty greedy here with Aztec. That's nice to see something different.
Yeah, just making packs to burn down the shrine and taking trading posts. And burning shrine is actually going to be quite good right now, just because Mitoe doesn't have a Portuguese consulate and he doesn't have the Kami card, so he needs to pay 125 wood for his shrines, which is pretty expensive. So burning shrines is really hurting Mitoe right now. He can't remass them easily or something. But I'm surprised to see not so many units out for Mitoe, expecting him to go a bit more aggressive, but I guess he's just going for timing or something, because he shipped crates first and not units or whatever.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more boomy because he was able to see what kind of units are coming from Hazza with the shrine in line of sight. So I think then he decided to go for 600 wood.
Yeah, maybe he also just spotted the TPs, yeah. 10 maces coming in for Hazza now. Not actually gonna do so much. I think he shipped these guys just in case, because he knows this Mitoe Japan playstyle where he gets this 300 wood in age 1 and the Japanese consulate and probably some shinobis. And he was maybe afraid of this push, so he kind of needed to ship the 10 maces to just make sure that he doesn't die, like losing War Hut to like 15 infantry units or something. And now, well, Hazza is definitely in a solid spot to defend his map control. But he's still behind in eco, although with the stagecoach he's ahead, actually. It's quite equivalent. Quite a fair eco right now.
He's also burning their shrine, and yeah, Mitoe is really here defensive with his base and the Yumis behind.
Yeah, kind of weird to go like to skip the Portuguese consulate and ship 300 wood to then like go greedy with 600 wood and 4 villages, but I guess it's all right. Mitoe repaired his market. His market had only 100 HP, by the way, and he repaired it. And it's quite nice because it's really blocking these coyotes right now.
Yeah.
It would really make a difference without this market.
Mitoe is here stealing the last TP from the stagecoach from Hazza.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. And
Yeah.
Hazza is bringing a couple of pikes along with his explorer, and probably gonna try to get this TP down. But honestly, I don't see Hazza denying this. Oh well, he got a lot of stuff. I guess Hazza can just right click the TP and take it. But Mitoe is really close to his base, so he can just bring his Yumis and get some free kills while staying quite safe. And we have a stable also going up from the Japanese consulate.
Yeah. Mitoe is escaping some villagers here because the coin mine is really in an awkward spot since Hazza tried to come from the side. But he noticed that maybe or not, no, never mind what I wanted to say. One villager is gonna die.
He's match of wood and not. Yeah, one villager died, yeah. But he just escaped villagers and wood. I think it's because his couple trees remaining in his base are really not so close to the TC.
Yeah.
So he's just taking the risk to maybe get spotted at some point. But meanwhile, he can just have these villagers gathering wood all the time in peace.
Mitoe have only 4 shrines, now it's 5, but then he's gonna lose this shrine here as well. His economy is really not so great right now, while Hazza is catching up, denying this trading post and sieging down the shrine. Do you think he will be able to take this other trading post? I mean, there's not so many units from Mitoe.
I don't think Hazza is gonna try to take this TP because it's really close to Mitoe's base, and you see it's really hard to fight against these Japanese units. Obviously, they're much stronger than the Aztec ones, and that's the problem right now for Hazza. Hazza got more eco. One more will dying. Hazza got more eco. He got map control, but he needs to still beat the military of Mitoe.
Yeah.
And for this, he's gonna need to outmass quite hard and probably get the Coyote card at some point. But we will see how it goes. It's quite a weird build from Mitoe, honestly. I don't know if he's gonna be able to win that way, but he might. He's shipping 600 coin a second time now to mass more Nagis, probably.
Yeah, and Coyote Combat is coming in for Hazza. This
Wow,
is what you said.
Early.
I think it's a good decision here.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, he might going and try to push.
Yeah, he got kind of a timing there. Mitoe losing one more villager. And Hazza just happy about it and not committing any further. 3 wheels died already for Mitoe.
Oh yeah.
That's not exactly what he wants, obviously. It's not a ton of heals, but it's gonna put him a little bit behind, a little bit more behind in eco.
Yeah.
We do need to say that the market upgrades are much better for Japan than for Aztec. So the eco is a bit fake. Although Hazza is getting the wood upgrade. But now there's a bit of poking going on. The thing is that his Nagis are really scary. Cav is overall quite scary for Aztec.
But there's some reinforcement, 10 coyotes coming from the back here. The positioning of Hazza is really not so bad, but this Japanese army is just super strong.
Yeah, it's just like this choke here between the big the Toshugo shrine and the TC, a mass of range units just sitting there. And Macy's do quite good, but they can't match Yumi's. And yeah, it was just an awkward spot to take a fight for Hazza. I'm not sure he needed to commit, honestly. He could have maybe tried to keep burning more TPs, shrines, I mean, and get the third TP of his line. But he decided to commit in this choke, and he got kind of punished for it.
Yeah, because now Mitoe is able to burn down this front base, since it's ahead in military.
Yeah, probably gonna be able to burn it, but he doesn't have a ton of units, so need to still be careful. One thing I would like to mention is that it was also a really bad timing for Mitoe because he popped the cherry orchards at the same time, but he was still able to get away with it. So now he shipped that annoying card. You know, it's a card you need to ship. But let's focus on the fight maybe. Jaguars are not very good in this case. They're not fighting any anti-cav, and they're not... I mean, they're usually good at killing ashes, for example, and not super good at killing cav. Still, it's quite a close fight.
Yeah, the scope was really good here from Hazza. There were some coyotes and also 6 spikes as a shipment. And now there's no cavalry left for Japanese.
Yeah, Mitoe is gonna be kind of okay. Like, he's not gonna lose his mass of Yumis. but it was not the greatest trade. I think he got a bit overconfident. He probably could have massed a bit more before pushing this war hut. Because now he took quite a bad trade, and it's gonna be tough for him.
Yeah, Hazza have a lot of units right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he got just more eco. So he can remass quite a lot.
Yeah, but there are nuggies coming, and there are only 2 pikes left.
And Ashes also.
This
5
scourge,
Ashes.
they will not do so much
wow, and
versus
clubs.
nuggies.
And clubs as well, that's a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, this unit composition here from Hazza, what is left, only coyotes and 2 pikes will not do so much.
No, but it's gonna just run away and gonna be okay. Mitoe should probably just nuke this war hut now, because he saw that the units of Hazza were running in this direction, so he could have just gone straight here, I think. But yeah, maybe waiting for his 5 Ashes shipment now. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say earlier that Mitoe got away with shipping the cherry orchards, and now he doesn't have to worry about his food situation for quite a long time, so that's pretty good for Mitoe. Because it's always a really bad timing for Japan when you need to ship orchards just to get food.
What do you think is the best to put your shrines on, like at 15 minutes?
Well, overall, it's best to have it on wood, just like for factories or trading posts, for example. But then it depends on what you need. If you miss macro, you can switch your shrines to something else to just fix your macro. If you're out of gold, because right now Mitoe needs to move out of base for gold. If you're out of gold, you maybe want to have it on gold. If you don't want to ship your cherry orchard so fast, you can have them on food. It really depends on what you need. But overall, wood is the most efficient, like always.
Yeah, like as you said, with factories or whatever, because villagers gather the slowest is wood, right?
Yeah, it's just super slow to chop wood. So, like when you ship crates, when you have factories or trading posts or shrines, usually you just set them on wood because it means you don't need to task villagers to chop wood so they can gather other resources faster. Instead of being chopping. So yeah, it's usually what you do. But then again, like I said, it's more important to get food. Like if you have no food, you should have your shrine on food. Even if it's not super efficient, it's better than having no food, right?
Yeah.
And having more wood would not help you. You're not gonna build rice paddies anyway. So double 5 ashes from Mitoe, 700 food from Hazza, so it's quite a tense game right now. It's quite close.
But Hazza starts to stack resources. Do you think he's gonna age?
Who? No, I don't think anyone is trying to age right now.
Because Hazza had so much food and coin. I was not sure.
Because he shipped 700 food,
yeah.
probably. So it takes a little bit of time to remacro. Mitoe kind of needs upgrades on his units, I think, to really abuse the power of the Japanese army. You need this Yumi 20% upgrade and the Ashi upgrade probably. If they fight now, I don't know who would win. Probably I don't know. It's probably Hazza, I guess, just because Ashis are really not a good anti-cav and they really don't do so much against coyotes.
And they have also so many pikes.
Yeah, there's a ton of pikes. Yeah, it's not looking so great for Mitoe. He's just like moving away, trying to hit and run his way out of there against this mass of melee units and just losing a ton of stuff in the process. Mitoe even trying to slam down a small wall. And the daimyo coming just after Mitoe was out of base. Why didn't he wait for his daimyo before he would fight?
Why not? He wanted to fight without, I think.
This gate is nice. It's really nice, but it's just hopeless right now. Like there's just too much Aztec stuff.
Yeah, Aztec is just like with so many units.
It's honestly just a horrible matchup for Japan, and I have no idea why Mitoe played this. On the first game where you can just agree on a matchup, he decided to go Japan against Aztec. I'm not sure why. So yeah, this is GG. There's also so many pikes left. Hazza can siege down whatever he wants pretty fast.
Yeah. He can just Z-move all his Aztec units and win the game with this. This is just GG.
You like that, right?
Yeah, I like this. Was really nice game. I like Aztec and I like Aztec versus Japanese. I need to say and
you like Aztecs that move and yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I even enjoy it to see because when so many units and it's just like really chaos and then they Z move and kill everything around. It's really nice.
Yeah, overall Aztec is not so easy to micro actually because maces are really awkward and to control your maces is not so easy. But when you just make like so many coyotes and pikes, because you're against Japan and Ashes are really not so good at blocking and like killing coyotes, so you make a lot of coyotes, and
Yeah.
and then it's just a big Z move, yeah, and it's not a lot of micro.
Well, GG.
Yeah, GG.
Let's move on to the next game. Do you know what is the next map?
You want to have a quick look at the stats before we move on to...
I showed the stats. I'm sorry, I'm already out of game.
No, that's fine. Next map, I'm gonna paste the map pool as soon as I'm in the game, and then we will know. Gran Chaco.
Yes, Gran Chaco. So, now it's Hazza's turn and he's picking Japanese because he won the first game, so he needs to pick first. And, well, what do you think is Mitoe gonna play?
I don't really know. I mean, he could also Aztec himself, obviously, because Hazza is speaking Japanese first, but I don't think Mitoe plays so much Aztec at all. It's definitely not one of his good civs. So I'm not sure. He could try. I don't know about the matchups. Like, I don't know if Mitoe is going to try to pick a good matchup or if he's going to try to pick a civ he's comfortable with. But if it's something he's comfortable with, it could be Dutch. It could be India.
He don't play Aztec so much, right?
No, Mitoe doesn't. Well, he can play some Aztec. He can play basically every civ. Not each civ as good, of course. But Aztec is a bottom tier civ in terms of Mitoe skill. I mean, like he's definitely losing some PR when he picks Aztec. I think like a couple PR. Well, just like me, for example, like I can play Aztec, but I definitely like 3 PR lower than my level or something if I play this civ. So, and it's pretty much the same for Mitoe. So, I am not sure if he's gonna risk this. On the other hand, Japan is well, Hazza plays a lot of civ, but Japan is one of his favorite civs. I think I've seen Hazza play Japan quite a lot. Yeah. So it would maybe be risky for Mitoe to go Aztec against.
Maybe he's going India.
Yes.
Yeah. It could be India, yeah. But it's not a horrible matchup for Japan or something. It's not super easy to counter Japan on this map. Mitoe could also just go Brits, honestly.
Poor Mitoe. He's so sad. We should all give him... Oh, to Mitoe.
What?
We should all be sad for Mitoe.
Oh, on his birthday. It's such a shame.
Yeah. Well, Hazza just did a good job, I would say.
Yeah, he did. But then again, it's... I mean, this matchup is just like one of the most horrible matchups, I think. Oh, and Mitoe is going France. Okay, yeah,
I'm
getting pissed at Mitoe right now because I don't know why he... I don't know why you would play France on an OTP map against Japan.
We will see. Maybe I have a shot.
Well, is not locked. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like again, it's not unwinnable. Like you can probably win even on an OTP map with France against Japan. You can try, but it's definitely Japan favored. And I have no idea why you would waste a French peak on this map when you could have it for, well, Hudson Bay, for example.
Or even Kamchatka. Well, but it's better, yeah, because after game 5 is Civ reset, I believe so. I'm not 100% sure right now.
1 second.
I know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm asking Mitoe if he really wants to play friends. But like, yeah, well, he's going friends. He's pretty confident. He told me his plan, so I'm not gonna spoil, but I already kind of know what he's gonna do.
Do you think
But
it's gonna work?
What?
Do you think his plan is gonna work?
No, I don't think so, because his plan is basically the standard stuff. And like what you would do on the no TP map, what you would try to do against Japan.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but we don't want to spoil.
No, I'm not spoiling. I'm just saying it can work, but it shouldn't work. And there's some ways for Japan definitely to win. And okay. We will see how it goes anyway. Let's just focus a bit more on the game, I guess.
Yeah, let's introduce the players again. Hazza54321 in the color red, playing as Japanese. Here, and on the top left corner, Mitoe in the color teal, and he's playing French on a no TP map. Yeah, you already pointed out that it's not the greatest pick, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, it's like we need to respect his pick. He probably he's confident. Mitoe thinks is like he's gonna win this. So you know, let's see what he does. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's just gonna win this matchup. But yeah, at a first glance, it really doesn't look like a counter pick. If anything, it would look like Hazza counter pick Mitoe and not the opposite. But we will see how it goes. At least there's some good treasures on this map and the livestock, so Mitoe is gonna be able to do something in H1 with his native scout. But then again, well, Japan got two more llamas because he got 3 scouts with a cherry orchard. So
yeah, that's nice. For Japanese, it's always nice, and he's also building his first shrine in base to directly make use of.
I'm sorry to cut you. I'm sorry to cut you, but what about the hunts before it gets late? You don't think that Mitoe is hunt fucked?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should maybe rehouse this.
Yeah.
Should have checked earlier, but it's better late than never, I guess.
Well, there are 4 hunts, but they are kind of a bit more exposed, let's say.
I mean, yeah, it's basically middle maps. Like, Hazza has, well, he's Japan, but still he got 1, 2, 3, 4 hunts and 1 in the back also on the right. Mitoe got basically 3 hunts, and even the one on the left is really far. Like this, I don't think you can even hurt it.
So would you rehost and tell them to rehost, I think, because they're not sure themselves. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just really unfair, honestly.
Yeah, it's better. It's under 2 minutes, let's say, so it's still okay.
Yeah, it's a bit late, sadly. It's also my bad. As a co-caster, I should probably be checking hunts while you introduce the players, but...
You're such a bad co-caster, shame on you.
I'm really bad, but at least
we
rehost it kind of in time, and we can get a fair spawn, hopefully. So better than not. But honestly, even on the mini map, it's not a fair spawn, I think. Oh wait, maybe. Like on the picture, no, it looks quite fair actually. But honestly, Gran Chaco is not a very consistent map. I've seen it spawn wrong a lot of times.
Well, it's also okay, I think, when there's a lot of maps where things are spawned a bit different, because if not, it would have been always boring when everything spawns the same. You know exactly where you need to go to hurt your second hunt and this kind of things.
Yeah, of course, on this map you can't. I don't think there's any way to know where your hunt's gonna spawn. It's not like let's say on Hudson Bay or Mendocino. There's some maps exist where you basically know where your hunts are, even without scouting. But let me check now. This looks slightly better for Mitoe, but
This is fine. There's just this one more hunt here. The rest is equal. I mean, there are 4 hunts, and this is fair.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It feels a bit far for Mitoe still, but yeah, I guess we just play that. It's alright.
I think it's really okay. Do you want to introduce a player this time?
Yeah, sure. So we are here on the top of the map, Mitoe playing Until as friends, against on the other side of the map, Hazza playing in red, up 1-0 already, and playing Japan now, picking first Japan, and Mitoe surprising us with this French counterpick on this no TP map, Gran Chaco. And yeah, there we go. Did you see the great start?
No. Because I was checking the hunts. Since my co-caster don't do it, I need to do it myself.
I think it was a wood start because Mitoe got so much wood. Yeah, it must have been a wood start. So, and
Yeah.
Mitoe got also. Oh, Mitoe just mined all the coin. Actually, he didn't get any treasure. So he mined 50 coin and chopped 50 wood and got his hunt dogs quite early, which is nice. And a bit of a fighting there for the llamas on the right side, but Mitoe is gonna get them. He's just got more stuff to fight.
Yeah, with his native scout and the Japanese explorer don't have so much HP, he's afraid to lose one, so it's better for us that he go back and let the llamas go.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last time Hazza had almost all the llamas, and now it's like 4-4.
Last time Hazza basically grabbed one more llama. He was at 5-3 and now it's 4-4. So it's just a 1 llama swing, you know, like just a difference of 1 llama switching from the players. I think it's fine. This XP treasure in the middle is gonna be quite cool for Mitoe on an OTP map.
Yeah, that's what you want as friend.
Yeah. And there's this nice treasure there as well.
Oh, 120 coin. And there's another one now, 100 food. Is Hazza going to take it? He's a bit afraid Mitoe is not so far.
Yeah, it's like Japanese monks are not weak at taking treasures. You got 2 of them, they got each one ability, and they just do fine. You know, they have a good attack and everything. The problem is that it's not fast. Like, you can't crack shots, you just stun boss guys, and it takes kind of forever to take this. This treasure, this 100 food would take a lot of time for Japan. And Gesundheit.
My mic was muted while I do this, so thank you anyway.
And when is it unmuted?
Now.
So I was saying this treasure would take a lot of time to pick, and France also has a native scout, so Hazza can expect Mitoe to have already this treasure in line of sight.
Yeah.
So it's quite risky, yeah. And he's probably not gonna try to take it. He's just trying. And now that Mitoe is really scouting there, I think Hazza will even less try to take it. But Mitoe can probably feel safe to take this here because it's in the corner of the map and there's no hunt next to it, which means that Hazza is probably not gonna go shrine up there. The problem is that Mitoe's explorer is quite low HP, so if he takes this treasure, he will need to micro it, or he can also just wait to be colonial and get more HP and attack on his explorer.
Yeah. So, there's a front CDB, yeah, from Mitoe, and he has a wood upgrade on his CDB, so I assume maybe crossbow pike rush?
Yeah, he's just gonna do the classic stuff. So basically you just start with crossbow pike because it's fast and Japan has a bit of trouble to mass fast enough to defend. And then you switch to Hazza and you hope you're gonna catch the army and clean it up. Which is just exactly what you would do when you play Colonia in this matchup. It's also what I do. I played this same matchup on the same map, and I did the same strat at some point, like maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, I remember. It's just really classic, but it just doesn't work. I mean, like, Japan can totally defend, and Yumis are so much stronger than crossbows and pikes, so with almost half the units and a bit of micro, Japan can hold with the TC Fire and the Explorers and the Yumis. He can definitely hold the crossbow push, and we will see what Mitoe can do about it. And he's starting with only 1 Rax as well, which is not so aggressive. And 4 CDBs first, okay, so that's not exactly what I expected. I expected a 700 wood, 600 wood build, but he's going a bit more.
There's going another barracks up for Mitoe. I like Hazza's placement. He has a barrack in the back of his TC to make sure that it can't get sieged down. But the shrines here on the side, they can get some damage from the pikes.
Yeah. So I think Mitoe's plan here is to indeed siege shrines and not even try to push the base, because you see Hazza got 5 Yumis out, and then it's already hard to push in with crossbows against 5 Yumis. So I think Mitoe just wants to like force Hazza to make units and just siege down the shrines, and then just go for a kind of timing. Like, now he got 700 wood and thoraxes, and now he's gonna pump some bows out, and at some point he will add a stable. Probably, I would expect now 700, 600 wood, and then 700 coin and 3 hus or 8 bows, and just Mitoe pushing with a big mass of crossbow and hus, basically.
Oh, this would be nice.
But yeah, it would be nice, but then again, we will see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 pike crossbows here. I'm sorry. You're right. With the 700 wood, he's able to mass really a lot. He also did a good job at bringing the Huns close to his TC.
Yeah. He heard it quite well. So yeah, Mitoe is just gonna get some nice patches out and keep pressuring the shrines. While Hazza is just shipping 600 wood twice. With only 1 Rax. So I'm not sure why he needs 600 wood twice. Maybe just to build like more shrines.
Yeah, it looks like pretty greedy here. More shrines here, and also on this hunt here next to the pond. But
I guess double 600 wood is just a way to keep having eco while it's still massing at the same time. Oh, the Bestiaro is popping, but Mitoe not reacting.
Yeah.
And now 4 builds for Hazza. Sorry,
yeah,
what?
Hazza's units are kind of split now.
Yeah, but they're still next to the base, and there's no cav for Mitoe, so he can't really catch. So he's not gonna add the stable. He's probably gonna do it later. Right now, he wanted to go for a quick timing with a lot of crossbows, and that's indeed a lot of crossbows.
Yeah. But there's no siege power. I mean, they do nothing, right? They can just shoot and not siege down stuff.
Yeah, and Yumis are just gonna have a lot of fun shooting at crossbows there. Because Yumis have 2 more range, and they actually shoot probably a bit faster than crossbows. So it's really, it's not super easy, but it's definitely possible to hit and run crossbows with Yumis. And you see Hazza is just coming, and he's just gonna get more free kills now. And it's just like, you see how much attack these Yumis have. They kill like 2-3 crossbows in 1 volley, and yeah, I don't know what Mitoe is gonna do about it. He's also quite behind in eco now.
Yeah, it's not the greatest pick here on Gran Chaco without TP with friends. I mean, it's quite hard then to get shipments in.
Yeah, it's just super slow, and Hazza gets away with the Kami card in H1 and double 600 wood 4 wheels against crossbow pike pressure. So Hazza is totally ahead right now. It's not over. There's still time for France to use the fact that France is just faster at start and to like get a lot of Hus now because he's dropping a stable. But I don't know. Yes, there's also a stable for Hazza already, so...
Yeah. He have some Nagis here, but they are coming back. I think he was going to raid to catch some CDBs. But now since Mitoe is pushing into Hazard's base, he decided to go back with them.
And
now
there's
there are more pikes.
There's an Ashy raid there. Oh wow, there's 10 Nagis. Mitoe could just get cleaned up there. He needs to hit and run really carefully right now. Because Yumi Nagi totally shits on crossbow pike. I mean, you can just bait the pikes and snipe them with Yumis, and Nagis tank so much with their 30% range resist. So I don't know if Mitoe is gonna be able to get away from this. The thing is that he's gonna pop Hus anytime, I guess, and maybe be okay.
He lost also 2 CDBs and another one soon there to this Ashy raid in his base.
Yeah. Man, I bet on the Mitoe, like, can't just lose games like that.
I was sure you bet on him, but
yeah, of course I bet on Mitoe. Why would I not bet on Mitoe? Well, the reason why is because he does this kind of stuff, like picking Japan against Aztec or France against Japan in an OTP map. And yeah, I mean, what is he gonna do, you know? And he makes spikes. Like, it's just such a shit unit against such a strong infantry like Yumi's with the daimyo. I mean, these Yumis literally kill pikes in 4 shots, you know? It's just like, I don't know. He's gonna get cleaned up now, and it's gonna be GG probably.
Oh, yeah, this looks very good for Hazza. He have much better units.
Honestly, the Yumis alone can almost win this fight, so yeah, with the massive cav and the daimyo, it's gonna be no problem. But he's not committing, he's just taking kills, which is also okay. He didn't try to actually clean up, he was maybe afraid to get caught like another batch of Hus coming in from Mitoe or a batch of pikes or whatever. And he just like took some volleys, and I think we can check the unit lost and see that. I mean, look at the trades in the units lost, you know?
Yeah.
21 pikes and 23 crossbows died, and Hazza lost really a couple units, like 4 Nagis, 4 Ashes, 4 Yumis, and I don't know. It's just, I don't see how Mitoe can win from this position now. Even look at the scores now, it's so one-sided.
Yeah, that's why Hazza can just sit back and waiting for Mitoe maybe to age or something. I mean, he have so many shrines, 12 or 13 now, and 14, he did drop so many now, that he's just fine here. And there's a Nagi raid, Mitoe losing more villagers.
Yeah, he's sending his cav now, but...
But it's 5 CDBs, that's so much, and another one.
Yeah, I know Hazza can just escape 2 Nagis and just let 1 Nagi die. And, well, he did it a bit late, so he might get caught again. But he might just go away, lose only 1 Nagi for 3 CDBs or something. But now, okay, he's not paying attention. He's gonna lose his cap. But still, yeah, it's a lot of CDBs dying. The eco is so one-sided now. And look at these volleys. I mean, you know, the Yumi is just like having fun killing the pikes.
700 foot now for Mitoe after 3 Hus.
Yeah, he's just trying to remass a lot of stuff, but and now he's gonna try to take the fight or not, apparently. But there's anyway no way for Mitoe to do anything now. I mean, he's even using the racks. Hazza is even using the racks of Mitoe against Mitoe because it's such a good positioning for his Yumis between the buildings. So Mitoe would need to delete the racks, but of course it's quite painful. And anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, there's just so much stuff for Japan. It's such strong units.
Yeah, we can see it here on top on the military unit population.
Yeah, Hazza is just running quite well, and Hussars are melting against the Yumis, and pikes are obviously melting even more. And I think the Nagis are gonna die, probably, but then the Yumis are just enough. Oh, well, he's pulling back his Nagis, so probably not. But yeah, I mean, it's we're gonna see a GG, I think. So,
yeah.
Hazza can just send his Nagis now, there's no anti-cav. Yumi attack now. So Yumis have 26 attack and crossbows have 16, so yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck now.
Yumi's good anti-cav. We can see it here.
Yeah. It's,
GG. This game goes also to Hazza here.
And now Mitoe needs to pick first next game. Well, I mean, maybe he's better at picking first than counter picking, because he's counter picking with France against Japan and no TP. So we will see. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this game. It's just extremely. I'm sorry that I'm so negative right now. It's just really disappointing from Mitoe, because he can do much better than that, and but he's just really directly losing the game. I mean, there was not even one second in this game where Hazza was in danger of anything. You know, there was not 1 second where Mitoe had enough cav to catch Hazza or to make something happen. There was just crossbows dying to Yumis the whole game, and yeah. Hazza just outboom really hard, and yeah, GG.
GG out.